Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a full drugstore face tutorial. This is what I do every single day. If you're new here, my name is Claire and I'm a professional makeup artist in the Washington D.C. area, and I like to make beauty tip videos, product recommendations, hacks, dupes. If you like seeing those types of videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This full face tutorial is gonna have tips all throughout it, so make sure you guys don't click out of this video so you catch them all. First thing to a good looking face makeup is the skincare. If your skin looks textured and dry underneath, you better believe your face makeup will look dry on top. The key is to really have your skin prepped. So I already went ahead and cleansed my skin. I like to do it in the shower because I feel a little lazy. Then I take the Pixi Vitamin C Tonic, and I am almost at the bottom of this. I also really love the Glow Tonic by Pixi. I used to never use a step like this or exfoliate my skin, but now I can't do my makeup without it. I can see the remnants from the night before, or even after I cleanse, my skin isn't all the way cleansed when I do this step. And it just gives a really nice tightening and brightening effect. Who doesn't love a little tightening and brightening? Next, I like to go in with the Bliss Radiant Moisturizer. This stuff is so good. I have dry skin. I love something that's really gonna give myself a nice dewy finish, and this stuff is no joke. I can't believe the price point too. Some moisturizers are so expensive. So just push this guy in pretty good. Give yourself a little lymphatic drainage massage. This stuff is so glowy. Sometimes it gives my skin almost like a sparkly effect. I swear when I go in the sun, I feel like Edward Cullen. And I'm gonna take the new Luminous Primer by e.l.f. Everyone and their mom is talking about this primer. I've only used it a couple times so far. I really like it. I like the luminous one again because I want that really nice radiant finish to my skin. I like to really just push my primers in so that it's filling any sort of areas with texture, lines, pores, and things like that. A lot of people are complaining that this primer isn't working for them, but I think the reason is because they're not letting it settle in for a little bit. They're going in straight away with their foundation. Letting your skincare and your primers soak in first will allow them to be more effective. Ooh, I am so glowy right now. I love this look. Okay, now we can get started. I've waited a little bit, so now we can go with foundation. I'm taking the COL-LAB Meet Your Matte Foundation in the shade Sand. If you guys didn't know, I have a makeup line with 7 other influencers at Sally Beauty called COL-LAB, and this has been one of our top selling items, which is really cool that a foundation has done so well for our brand. It's just really exciting, and people really love this foundation because it's long wearing. I know I said I like a dewy finish, but you can really kind of control the look of it. I like more coverage, so this is a medium to full coverage, and then the things I do on top will really make it work for me to look more dewy. The best way I apply it is first with a brush. So I go ahead and almost do like a stippling motion. The stippling motion gives you more coverage. If you go in and start swiping right away, it's going to shear out that foundation. So I like to stipple first to get that more coverage, especially on the areas where I have melasma and maybe some acne scarring. Right now it looks cakey and crazy. Usually I used to go in with my sponge. I want that foundation to soak in a little bit. So while it's soaking in, I actually go in with my bronzer shade. And what I've been doing is taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I use the Deep Cinnamon as my bronzing contouring shade. This has been a game changer. A little bit goes a long way, but I use this to warm up my skin tone a little bit. And then I take a brush that's different from my foundation brush, and I go ahead and I do a little bit of cream contouring and bronzing. And it's just so easy. You blend it out. If you have too much, you put it on the back of your hand. It's really easy to work with creams for me personally. Still haven't used a sponge yet. I'm using brushes to keep that coverage nice and more full. Still looks crazy, I know. It has to be messy before it gets pretty. So now I take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I chose this so that it counteracts dark circles. Peach helps with under eye circles. It counteracts and neutralizes the blue under there. So I just go ahead and apply that here, and I kind of get the placement I like. I like to bring it in a little bit because it helps make this area a little bit sharpened up and takes rid of those dark shadows. So I go about here, a little bit here, and then on the top. So that was kind of a lot of concealer. Dab, 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 dab. These e.l.f. Camo concealers are just so versatile because they're $6 first of all. It just like gives you a lot of range. And now I have my placement down. Now this is another big tip. I let everything just kind of soak in. Usually people right away start blending everything out, start adding powder. I kind of just give it a minute to really all absorb. You can even just fan yourself a little bit, eat a snack, get some grapes. Now I take a facial spray. This is just Evian, which I know is like silly. People like make fun of me for buying water in a can essentially, but I love it for its continuous mist. Any facial spray will do. So not a setting spray, you wanna use a facial spray. A facial spray is going to rehydrate everything, keep it looking good. I have a damp sponge here, and then the trick I learned from Jaclyn Hill was putting a little bit of facial oil or serum into your damp sponge, which is what I'm gonna do and what I have been doing. Oh my goodness, this is a game changer if you want your face makeup to look like skin, or if you feel like your face makeup looks patchy. And you're going to pat everything in so that there's no harsh lines. And as you can see, I'm really like dabbing, I'm not swiping because I want to keep the coverage, but I'm really pushing that product in. So you want to make sure there's no harsh lines. I don't like the way that this contour is looking up here, so I'm gonna just bounce over it, and it's gonna just soften everything. Especially want to hit that hairline. The sponge I'm using is from Shop Miss A, and it is the Paw Paw Soft Sponge. It is $1.55, you guys. I feel so much better. I love the coverage of that and that trick. I hope that little sequence helps you guys out and you give it a try. The next thing I love to do is take the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I love the setting powder. It is $5. You cannot beat that. So I one more time go underneath the eyes and press in my concealer. I stay looking up. I grab a brush, dip into this, and I just lightly tap underneath the eyes because that's the first area to really crease. I've been using a lot less powder lately and I love the look of it. If you have oily skin, definitely go in with a little bit of powder, but don't ever over powder. That's gonna make your face makeup look super cakey and really just textury. What I've been doing is kind of just looking in the mirror, seeing where I like the shine, and then seeing where I don't like the shine, and then remove it. So I already did underneath the eyes. I don't usually like shine in here, so I'll go ahead and tap a little bit there. This is translucent, so you can really use this year round too. That's what I love about it. I don't love shine in here, but I do like a little bit of shine here. But rather than going all over the face with powder, this will mimic the look of how your skin looks in real life. So I'm just making sure I keep true to that. If I didn't mention earlier, you also always want to bring whatever you do down to your face to your neck. This is always going to make your face makeup look 10 times better. The two blushes I've been wearing like crazy. One is by e.l.f. and this is Always Cheeky, and then this one is ColourPop Birthday Suit. I'm going to use ColourPop Birthday Suit in this tutorial. So what I've been doing is using this with my fingertips. As you can see, I really like it. I use my middle finger and my ring finger, and I get in there, really push that product in. Let me turn this light down so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I smile, and then I really work that into the apples of the cheeks, just to really kind of round out that cheek, give a really healthy look. I love this. It's a cream to powder finish, and the color is just so nice for every day. I keep my sponge handy, and you're gonna see why in a little bit. The last makeup product I add is my all-time favorite highlighter at the moment. It is the COL-LAB Moon Bounce Highlighter in Moon Queen, and I take it on a Real Techniques brush, and I go on top of that blush I just did. It's a cream formula highlight, so it literally looks like skin, and it is the easiest thing to apply. It just gives the most beautiful finish to the skin. This is the game-changing tip. I go ahead and take a face makeup spray. This is the Pixi Glow Mist. Shake it up, spray it all over. Now with your sponge, go ahead and gently go over everything to push it in. You're pushing in the setting spray. You're compressing all those layers of makeup gently with this really nice soft sponge. This is not overly wet. You want it to just be nice and fluffy and bouncing all over the skin, and it gives such a beautiful airbrush finish. It'll keep your skin looking so good, and that setting spray will dry down, and so that it not only locks in your makeup, but it's not letting anything ever look heavy or cakey. This is my face makeup look. This is the look I do every single day. This is the eye makeup look that I do every single day. That's gonna be coming next in next week's video. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Comment below with any requests you have, and make sure to subscribe to see more videos of mine pop up in your feed. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.